I am back. I am back. It is so good to see you all, emerging mothers. It is so amazing to see you. Listen, I wanted to step in to first and foremost let you know that my dates for my lives, my interactions with you have changed. It is going to leave, of course, Tuesdays at 6 p.m. and then it's going to land on Thursdays, which is today, right here, right now at 1:30. So this is where I will be interacting with you, and I am so looking forward to it. So what I want to talk about today is a situation that I'm facing and a situation that I'm in. Usually I come to you and I'm mentioning that, okay, I've been in a conversation, or I had a talk with another mother, or I overheard someone say, and then what I do is I bring it to you because I want to make sure that we're on the same page as it pertains to what needs to take place, what we as mothers, we need to do prior to our teens transitioning out of the home. And so I want to let you know, and some of you already know, that of course I'll be flying to Virginia because my daughter will be graduating with her engineering degree, and then she will be coming back here to the house for just a short while. But nonetheless, I wanted to make sure I talked about this because with you having teens transitioning out of the home, at some point they may be coming back, even if it's just for a short while, or they may be leaving the college campus and they may be going elsewhere. So it's interesting because what I want to do is I want to chat just a little bit about that whole empty nesting and how we typically feel as mothers and how we can respond in a more positive way. So when my daughter comes back home, of course, I want to make sure that, of course, she's welcomed, and I want to make sure that I'm spending time with her. And I want to make sure that I'm there with her as it pertains to just emotionally, if she's wanting to go out and jog and exercise, I want to make sure that we're spending that quality time together. It's interesting because sometimes us as mothers, we think that when our teens transition out of the home, they will not need us ever again. And that's simply not true. I'm thinking about just the conversations that my daughter reaches out to me and ask, so I know that she'll always pretty much need myself and need her dad. She will reach out and she'll call and she'll ask questions about, maybe whether it's cooking a recipe while she's away. And so her and I, we can be on the phone talking about her cooking a recipe. Secondly, she may call and she may ask about, maybe dietary habits. What are you eating regarding this, or what are you eating regarding that? And so her and I, we were even able to talk about that. I mentioned earlier, wanting to be with her as it pertains to situational matters. Maybe she may want to have conversations as it pertains to maybe something with maybe a colleague there while she's on campus, or maybe a sorority sister, or maybe a faculty member. Teens typically remember who knows them best. So fourthly, I can see her continue to reach out as it pertains to that. She knows that I know her, and typically mothers were able to help them through situations such as that. So also, as it pertains to, of course, filing taxes. Now, year after year, over these last 4 years, of course, there will be conversations with her and her dad, my husband, as it pertains to filing the taxes. So some parents think that, oh, they're not going to need me anymore, and there could be maybe these feelings of jealousy, these feelings of and emotions as it pertains to loneliness, and they will never reach out, and that's simply not the case. I'm in the trenches with you, mothers. Years. And so what we want to do is when they're around us, when we're around them, we want, to the best of our ability, to help them feel comfortable as they're moving into their adulting stage. And so as they're moving into their adulting stage, some of the ways that we can help them to feel comfortable is, number one, allowing them to lead, left the house. And so it seems as though I had probably a little connectivity issues. So I hope you were still able to see me and hear me. So number one, so making sure that, of course, they're feeling comfortable, Secondly, making sure that we're allowing them to lead quite a bit of the conversations. Plus, they've been away for a while. So it's like, we want to hear everything as it pertains to the time they've been away. And then also, I see myself when my daughter returns home for the short while she's going to be here is, again, asking fewer questions. Sometimes there can be maybe a little interrogation as we're trying to understand a situation. And so we find ourselves as mothers wanting to investigate. And so with that being said, I find myself wanting to allow her to tell me more than what I'm digging in and asking, of course. And then also I want to make sure that I'm celebrating the holidays. Now, when she's here, she's going to be here, of course, throughout 4th of July. So I want to make sure that I'm making that special and memorable. So those are just some tips, mothers. They will need us. Of course, they will be reaching out to us regarding the topics that I just mentioned. It could be regarding exercising. What are you doing at the gym? And maybe I can try these exercises. It could very well be maybe dietary habits. Daughters reach out to their mothers as it pertains to that. Also, situational matters. How would you handle this, Mom? How would you not? I said this. How can I go back and clean this up? She knows that my doctoral studies is in the ability of emotional intelligence, and so we talk quite a bit about that. And then also another topic I almost forgot, and this is what my daughter and I did through her 4 years of being there at school is, of course, we spent time looking for scholarships, of course, each of those years. So we would have screen time Sundays, whereas we jump on Zoom and she'd be looking for scholarships, I'd be looking for scholarships, so we can make sure that the schooling was paid for. And then when she reached her senior year, of course, we still maintain those screen time Sundays, so we can make sure that, of course, she was on the ball in reference to seeking employment. And she has landed employment. We spent, and that was really short-lived, that search for that, because we were planning, okay, continue our Sundays. We're going to look for a position with a major corporation, maybe Fortune 100. And so she would look for different companies. She interviewed. She was given an offer by 2 companies. She was offered a position at the first company, of course, UPS, and then the second company, of course, Lockheed Martin. And so then she, of course, accepted the one that she thought she would be able to make the most impact. And then, of course, that we were able to do that. And of course, no longer do we really have screen time Sundays. We talk throughout the week, but that's another area where your teen will need you, is possibly job search, scholarship search, interviewing. Her and I, we would do mock interviews, and I would ask her questions, and she'd respond. And then at the end of us practicing those interviewing skills, then at the end I critique, and I would give constructive feedback that I thought was very helpful. And so again, all in all, the need is there. So worry not, mothers, they still will need us. And then also I'm excited to, of course, talk about those ways in which we can make sure that they want to need us and want to be around us. Okay, so that's a wrap for today. Of course, please remember the next Emerging Mothers Evolution Masterclass. It will be a 9-day masterclass, and I'm so excited. Just like the last one, I have enhanced and tweaked and updated some information that I definitely know that you'll want to hear. It will be, of course, May the 24th through the 31st. It will be during the evening hours from, of course, 6 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I would love for you to join us. In the meantime, please be safe, buckle up while driving, know that we're needed, and until next time, I'll see you next Thursday at 1:30 right here. Of course, same day, same time. Thank you. Take care. Bye.